It's not all for you, Scotland, but most of it. Just really want to chomp England down to size. Ah yes, Trakai. Doesn't rain, but it pours. Actually, that province could be a bit of a deal, but I don't want to give up London. You ever tire of how you don't get a bonus if you're at +3 stability when these come up? At long last, your dreams can come true. Infantry fire is a dream come true as well. Let's get that on the go. I do quite like gold, but I also like my nobility being very happy. Cannot be bought. Ugh. It's a shame. I don't want to lose marches, but that's probably how it's going to go down. It's worth it for London, granted. But when I do make my peace, this is going to cheese off so many people. At least France isn't in the list. France joining that list is the ultimate hell no. God damn it, marches is down. Scotland, do you think you can hightail it there and grab it before it reinforces? I thought not. Never trust those Scots. Well, we got it. Shake Pure unit on Lincoln to prevent the French from getting it. Lincoln? Not really concerned about Lincoln, to be honest. I mean, I'm concerned about what these Scots have fabricated on, which is all of this. As long as I can get that, I can be fairly happy with the outcome. Not so happy about all my units taking so much attrition here. I'm doing the best I can. I'm giving my all. Swivel cannons would help with that. All we need is a French-Russian alliance as a final boss. Jings. Well, we've got French Castile and Tuscany, which is relatively terrifying. Increased free subject giving morale. You tempt me ever so. But I don't want to cheese off the nobility. Do I really care about Schmalland? Bring it on. Alright, these guys went exactly where I didn't expect them, so you can take care of them. And then the losers in Schmalland. Can also enjoy... Yeah, we're doing pretty good, I'll be honest. I am pretty ecstatic with how all of this is going. Need to just grab a few more occupations, and then we can take what we want out of England. What we want is, well, most of what they have. And there's no resistance, so the French can go and deal with them as well. Clergy and nobility. It's never... doesn't let up, does it? Orkney could go to the clergy or the nobility, neither of which I care all that much about, but I don't want to cheat. Everyone's getting angry. There you go, clergy. You can have it. Jake, what about the USA? The USA is probably a lost cause because... there we go, Florida's not interested. Even though I want it. I could sail over, but that would present its own difficulty. Yeah, 21 heavies on the English side. Not going to happen now. Oh, wow. Memel didn't go so hot for us, and there goes our manpower, and probably here comes more coalition. How are we looking here? There's all these extra people getting involved. The USA don't want to fight anymore, and getting them out of this war, which we can do. It's a shame we can't take anything. Will at least free up a chunk of war score for us. Also, we're dangerously close to annexing Scotland, which is not what we're looking for at this point. Also, I don't want to eradicate the English army because I want them to actually repel the French out of Great Britain. I also don't want to wait all this time for my diplomats to get home, so hurry it up, will you? Don't want England piecing out with those French just yet. There we go, so that gets Scotland all of their claims, and not even that much aggressive expansion for me, which is lovely. And no France joining, which is the most important thing. So, thank you. Wouldn't mind getting a province for myself, but I don't think there is a low development province here with my name on it. Especially not one that won't antagonize the French. So that'll do. Wouldn't mind the money as well, because I'll be honest, we're hurting for that. And you couldn't spare me an overseas province, could you? Not one that doesn't already belong to a colony, it seems, and since I haven't occupied a fort in the area. Are there forts in all these areas? So it seems. Okay, I'll make do with that. You have a navy. You have naval, Jake. Surely your cogs could have beaten the Royal Navy. If only. Jake, what is your income so far? Well, as we deal with the English there, we're looking at 74, which isn't too shabby. It also drops right down, just like our integration of Scotland. Oh, we could form Scandinavia. Shame we're not going to. Heavens no, I can't. I wouldn't dare click on that even by accident. So there we go. Scotland looking good and hopefully not disloyal. Hell no, they love us. I'm also going to stop subsidizing your armies because you really don't need that. I did it to keep you loyal, and now that's no longer necessary. Because we are strong enough without you. Also, so much land to have to convert. Gonna take forever. Thankfully, Scotland can get to work on that. And we can also get you guys home. Could have considered taking land from here as well, but the aggressive expansion is mental. Oh geez, Savoy, what has become of you? You attacked Switzerland, and Switzerland attacked back with their no friends. What? How does that even happen? Oh, of course. You jumped out of the HRE because of the Shadow Kingdom, didn't you? So we're feeling a bit rivaled, but at least we have Castile as a good friend. Kinda wishing I had given them something. Ottomans still nowhere near wanting to be our friend, and Russia our forever ally. Good to have friends in high places. What's not so good is running out of manpower, so we need to get our troops back home and dealing with the threats. And I know I've said it again and again, but you know, we just need to calm down. Stop being so aggressive anywhere and everywhere. But we should still totally say that all of England is ours. Genoa and Constantine. Yeah, Genoa landed in Constantinople long ago. Look, they even made it a... oh, Lord. Okay, so Castile is at war with their colonial nations. Aha. Well, I mean, I'm going to help them out. I can't really afford to keep ditching my friends. And good, just as planned, the English were able to reject the French from the mainland. That's not what I wanted. As in, I would not want French territory on Great Britain. That would suck for me. This sucks for me. The Aragonese is going to make a little inkling into my holiday home in Malta. And I don't think that the Spanish fleet can outdo them. Aragonese strength in Italy is fairly high, but the French are on their side, and by extension my side. Maybe they're going to stop seeing me as such a jerk, because that's how I see them at the moment. Big ass jerk. So really need to do something about these rebs. But damn, I don't have the anything to deal with that. Okay, that's a more pressing issue. I'm sure it can hold out even at 42%. But it couldn't. Brandenburg at least will help us out there. Game actually kind of struggling to keep up with all the thought progress going on, since now France has jumped into war. In fact, most big players are involving themselves in war at the moment. Yep. Dr. Nijishram finally back. How's it going? It's going pretty coalition-y. But I don't think we have to worry too much about this. Bohemia could be coalitioning us, but are deciding not to. I hope that's why they're not. Me, I keep lazing about with my diplomats when what I should be doing is threatening what. Ooh, I could get my alliance back with Saxony. Shame they bummed me off, and I'm never ever befriending them again. Bloody Saxony. Alright, but I mean, really, for this time, we don't need to involve ourselves in that silly colonial war. We can just chill the heck out. Scotland's busy getting into our rumbling tummy. Bohemia can coalition us all they want. They'll never bring us down. Kinda want to destroy Bremen right now. What are they involving themselves in here? Saxon conquest. Saxony, once this other war is over, oh, I'm gonna do unspeakable things to you. I hope. Also thinking we're enjoying a little too many forts here that aren't really going to be all that effective. These ones I kinda like, these ones are okay. Don't know what this one accomplishes, but I'll keep it anyway. No, we should be alright with that. Look at that Tuscany and Austria, Jake. They're helping to pull a reverse Daniel. Ain't that something? Daniel wouldn't be able to pull himself back from this situation. Memel is ours again. We won't have to worry too much about the separatism that hit us here. At least I don't think so. And we'll slowly get this all converted. And it is going damn slowly. It could be going worse. Worrisome indeed. Bring on the coalition, I'm not scared. Holland I really don't want in that coalition, I'll be honest with you. Not that they're close to it. Who else isn't in but could potentially join? Saxony, although I don't want to be friends with them, I wouldn't mind some better relations with them, so we'll get that up. And once we're out of this whole war shenanigans. Speaking of which, no need to pay my troops even if this is our country at war. So we can just hang back a bit. How is Memel for supply limit? Danzig's better. We'll hang out in Danzig. Make a holiday of it. Any bad policies you... Oh, for the love of God. I knew it. Well, I didn't know it, but... At war with... Hold on a second. France can't get involved. I mean, I can't be pulled at war with France whilst I'm at war saving France. This could be my opportunity to rip Tuscany a new one. But Savoy have... Who are you finding yourself at war with? And why isn't France allied with you anymore? France is diplomatic. They don't want your land. There is the broke alliance there, though. Probably the ally, probably me, to be honest. It was probably all me. But France can't be pulled into this because they're already involved in a war with me. Alright, so who does that put you at war with then? Honestly though, fighting Tuscany. Whatever, we'll allow it. the numbers look better for us. But I don't want to send a single troop down there. Like I said, we're just chilling out. Just chill a cycle. I think this is my entire army. 61k, right? 61k. Let's get that manpower back. Just generally relax. Take it easy. Switzerland probably broke off. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to ditch Savoy. If they're not allied with France, they're too vulnerable for me to get involved with. So as I was saying, we should get these provinces converted since they've already revolted away from us. Or attempted to, which means we won't have to deal with any uprisings for this. Yeah, we can keep those claims going. Warsaw would look a lot better inside my country than theirs. And they get that economic development, which is lovely. Speaking of economic development, I think we'd all respect Adventure Island a bit more if it was 777. Looking good. Looking damn good. Almost good enough to be my capital, but not quite. We'll get there yet. As suspected, Tuscany is bringing in some heavy guns. Tuscany's allied with France, and to be honest, that is a little terrifying. But now I'm involved in wars that I don't even want to be in right now. These guys are probably going to drag on and get at least their independence because of this ticking war score just for holding on to their capital. French troops are around there, but the French aren't actually involved in the fighting here. Who would win between you, though? Tuscany have the superior technology, which does mean quite a bit. If I could just be arsed to get involved, I might make a difference. Oh yeah, I forgot, changing your capital is a bit expensive, isn't it? Ah, well. Land clearance. Yeah, send away the Highlanders. And this is why we never kept that alliance with Austria. Good fight, good night. But that pulls Poland into another war that they're going to get super smashed in. In a sense, Poland and Austria are the Smash Brothers. Why can't my country just enjoy some calm times, though? Just want to relax, develop Adventure Island, and convert my bloody provinces. Why am I not allowed to do this? Because life is unfair. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I know the Tuscan menace when he approaches. Come on then, I am not the same man you fought decades ago. Oh, of course, the French are involved. And they're not quite so passive about the whole being abroad thing. Geez, Scotland. Nice try, but why? Okay, vassals, please stop doing such reckless things. I find it ballsy and attractive, but be a little bit clever, will you? Sadly, I don't see any conversions going on by the Scots. They need an accepted culture to be doing that too. And the development is awfully high here as well. Maybe they are doing it and I'm just not seeing it. It's possible. I am mostly blind, but I'm not seeing it. Bloody Tuscans. They really put up one hell of a fight though. Let them go. Yeah, Tuscany, I'm a reasonable man. What do you mean, reduces my trust? I wonder what they want out of me. Oh, hell no, hell no. Alright. This I should have seen coming, the English wanting to rise up in Scotland. What I also should have seen coming was the need for me to build up more transports, since I do a lot of sailing around. Enough to transport 30 should be plenty. At the moment all I have is 20. Let's get them over to Schleswig and do what we do. Save our Scotland. At least they have to siege down the forts, which is going to take them a wee bit of time. And we can take on the English separatists. Oh dear, I want to take on the Scots instead. And be my guest. Just leaves less for me to kill. And I'm all about killing and keep on moving. Jake, you should consider using Tuscany as a final boss. They seem stronger than Russia. They are stronger than Russia, that's the joke. And it's not a very funny joke. Jake, you're embargoing a non-rival. Is it worth it? I just missed the fact England's no longer my rival. So I can revoke that. Still enjoying 100 PP, keeping it high. Not so keen about making France my rival. I don't want them to think, well, I just don't want them to think, to be honest. Maybe I should make 20 stacks at this point. It would offer me a bit more flexibility. We'll call you one of those stacks, even though you're not very done well. You're a bit ugly as well. I haven't prettified up my my troops for a wee while, or perhaps even ever. Okay, there'd be no avoiding a river crossing penalty unless... No, not avoiding it. We'll just kill them. It's what we excel at. Kind of nice to relax. Nothing to worry about in Greater Denmark. Although we're at war with big apostrophes. Jake, where's the capital? The capital is where it's been for about 200 years. And that is right here in Seton. It would be nicer to move it back to Adventure Island, but we will get around to that. Can't do it right now since we're at war. Though our admin points are piling up at the moment. Impressively, Tuscany is actually at medium war enthusiasm. They'd probably be quite keen for peace at this point. I mean, they only want Genoa. That's fine, isn't it? There we go, we've got a 20, a 20. Oh man, my army force limit really high actually. We can keep you as like a more of a killer stack, maybe. Who puts that much thought into it anyway? Not somebody that has primarily bad ideas, that's for sure. I must say, Savoy put up an impressive fight against Tuscany, but there's no doing it. If only I'd allied France when I could have, but that just would have been unforgivable. Savoy will cede Genoa to Tuscany, renounce their claims. Are we still allies? Good! Time I found myself a better ally. Like anyone, I've only allied with Russia and Castile. And when there are big heavy hitters like France, Tuscany and Ottomans, you really think, I want some better friends. Sadly, where do you even find them? There was Saxony, but what I look to Saxony for is to eat them now. the coalition against us isn't all that scary. Honestly, I should be eating up people around me. People like Saxe-Luxembourg, but more to the point, people like Poland, who I keep forgetting to stake my claims in. That's important because we're actually going to run out of a truce in 2 years, and I want to be able to chomp on them. Jake, ally the USA. If only. If only it could be done. Distance between borders minus 150. Keep those conversions going. And I'm still not able to move my capital. Let's just pump it up a little bit more. So it's the envy of everyone in the world. Adventure Island. Castile should be able to secure a white peace out of all this, especially since they're utterly trouncing Aragon. I mean, I'm not about to claim that I've contributed much to this. Hell, I did 3%. But I mean, I do want Syracusae, because Syracusae is an important site for a new colony, and a glance at the map will show you why. That's a line out of Caesar 3. I realise that might go a little over your head, but I love saying it because I really loved Caesar in Caesar 3. He was such a nice guy. Could make the clergy give me money, and I do love money. But a happy clergy is also a nice clergy because I get all the taxes from them. What is Tuscany's government, Jake? I believe, yep, kingdom. Very militaristic kingdom, even with a Republican-style ruler stats. Oh, that's right, I'm short of a... still at war. At least it's a war we're winning and the enemy has low war enthusiasm, so we should be able to get out of this. And hell, maybe they'll give us Syracusae. But they probably won't, because we don't occupy it. But if they are able to, they might occupy it and give it to us. Any of these provinces, if they manage to occupy it, they could give it to us. That's the hope. I have my own Italian ambitions, you know. Show light bulb, Jake. I see the light bulb there. We could take the next naval idea. I would like to press some gangs. Goodbye, money. Jake, admin cap. Not there yet. We might get some peace and I can move my capital. That's the dream. You know, to move it to somewhere I can't really defend. It's all right as long as it's Adventure Island. There we go. All in my name. And foolishly they left it so it can be taken on the next tick. There we go. That's more like it. Shame to have to tech up at no real bonus. In fact, if I just waited an extra month, I could have saved a few points, but I didn't, because I can be a fool sometimes. Okay, let's be honest. I've contributed loads here, Castile. 3 whole banging %. Well, 2. What I'm saying is it's time for you to give me some land. Actually, it seems you just lost out there. Okay, that'll be why. They did have the capital, now they've lost it again, which is nasty. Aragonese colonies? Where do you even start with Aragonese Peru? Aragonese California? This is crazy talk. But you know what else is crazy? Completely forgetting to fabricate claims on Poland. I think it's high time we got the Brest. And it's go time, so get ready for war. I'm sure my good friend Russia, they'll be more than happy to get involved. Can't forget all the claims they have, though. Might not be a good idea for me to gun them down. I'm not sure if they keep those claims, though. If I were to take them, I'd probably put them into a real bit of anger. But I want them gone. Austria will not get involved. I don't care about the other two. And you will only get involved if I promise you land. Fighting in another war. That's troublesome. I might just wait for your other war to be over, or I could just fight them. But I kind of want Russia to expand on my terms. Once they're done with their other war, I can call them in. They're always fighting the Uzbeks. How the Uzbeks still exist at that point is beyond me. Well, there we go. War is over, which means it's go time. Funny the way the world works sometimes. And yeah, I want your capital. That is Warsaw, please. Then again, there's lots of provinces that my vassal would rather like. But they're also cheaper to take with border friction, which is kind of nice. Alright, we'll make it Lexia. Looks good to me. Jake, just solo Poland. No, like I said, it's important that I dictate the rate at which Russia expands. Very important indeed. So Austria shows once again that they are quite pathetic, and Poland goes straight for my vassal, because why wouldn't they? And straight for my vassal's fort, which is actually kind of handy for me. You guys go for Krakow, you know what you're doing. Austria just pathetic, really. Once they were somebody, and now they're nobody. Aragon will give nothing to me. Okay. Dang. Well, there's not going to be any favors for me then, which is... Well, I'll get some. Unless they give me something nice. Use that conquest on Syracuse, which is an important site for a new colony, but hey-ho. Warsaw, joke province. Now France keep throwing these privateers at me. It's like they want me to go and kill them. We'll have to put them in their place at some point in this campaign. It's just feels good to finally have something that resembles a bit of power. Don't want to get too decadent though. Maybe we should just go and charge into Poland, show them who's boss. Or maybe they'll do that for us. That's another way to do it. If you think you're hard enough. Feels good to be the best. And like I said, Russia's expansion will be on my terms when it comes to fighting Poland. Destroy France, Jake. Have you even looked at France? Yeah, I mean, you know, what are they really gonna do to me? With their, 20 tech, their actual military ideas like defensive and quality. And Elan. Nah, child's play. We can take care of it. You gotta stop thinking about the things you don't have and start seeing the things that you could have. A good conversion progress. This is lovely. I think we still have yet recent uprising. All the more reason to keep our missionaries working hard. Kill them to death, lads. I think the Russians are going to mount up into Warsaw, which is glorious for us because we can stroll on in and take all the credit. Yeah, check that, we almost lost nothing there. There. Poland was big and Poland was scary for such a long time throughout this campaign. We finally really put them in their place. They can offer us Avignon. I was going to say they can offer us no real challenge anymore. Not that there's any shortage of countries that can. I still need to keep the better relations over time guy pretty much at every opportunity. A really good admin idea for me to have taken would have been humanism, actually. But instead, we naturally took innovative. It's a pretty good idea slot, but probably one of the worst that we could get. Even exploration would have actually given us places to expand without the monstrous amounts of aggressive expansion that we are taking. Get out of here, Avignon. You got nowhere to go. Neither do you Protestant zealots. Zealots? Zealots? I never know. Wonderful. There we go, those two provinces are enough to keep them nice and happy. And yeah, the aggressive expansion is high, but when is it not high? As long as it doesn't involve France, which that would, so let's not do that, then we're A-okay. I think I should try grabbing one province to see if if the Russians keep their claim on me, because I'm kind of curious about that myself. That looks good to me. Always take that money. All that money. Not too worried about the long truce from it either, because frankly I need it to convert the lands. So cheers, big ears. Need to get big and strong enough so that people don't even think about coalitioning us. Thinking about giving a province to Brandenburg so they get Polish as an accepted culture. And I'm done thinking about it and I'm going to do it. So Brandenburg, oh for the love of God, we're at war. How many times am I going to forget that? So I have Brest. Do you still want Brest? Figures you don't. But you still have a claim on it. So Munster and Bohemia, they've now seen how incredibly strong they are, and everybody is leaving the coalition because they are scared of us. Scared and running away. And the great hope is that Ottomans will attack Bohemia soon, and that'll stop Bohemia from defending Bremen, because I still want Bremen. Florida wants to peace out with me, but I don't want to lose my trust with everyone, so forget that. You shall have no such peace. No coalition around can keep me down, but for the love of God, Castile, would you peace out? Looking good. Okay, good. Castile was able to keep their subjects there, which means Brandenburg. I can... I'll just grant you it. Boom. Hope you enjoy it. We still see all this land as vital for us. So Brandenburg should, one, core this, two, get Polish as an accepted culture because it'll make up more than 20% of their base development. And then they'll be able to religiously enrich the provinces to glorious Norse. And very shortly... Oh, can't forget one of the most important things. Can't add it, can't move capital. Damn. We'll get around this, don't worry. We always will find a way. How is Asia looking? That's right, we haven't really zoomed out and admired the world for a while. When it comes to the New World, slow and steady colonization. Actually, it's not even that slow given where we are. Timbuktu came out on top in West Africa. Kaffa, incredibly, showing the power of generic national ideas, taking over, as does Mogadishu, for a special place in my heart there. Congo's long gone. Vijayanagar, Sindh, Jampur, Bengal, coming out the real winners over here. But Orissa might just make it through westernization and survive, at the very least. Pasai, you know, my good friend Pasai, doing extremely well over there. And Liang and Yan coming out on top in China and Manchu. No unified Japan. Nay bad. Welcome to the fold, Scotland. We no longer care about Westphalian, which is a shame because we put some good effort into getting Hamburg and Lubeck as distinguished parts of our country. But hey, good on Scotland, they managed to get Ulster done. Aberdeen is going to be a pig to convert, is what I would have said before 1650, but the Centre of Reformation, I think these only go away once I reload the game, because it still needs to clear them out of the game, but that's okay. Hell, that's better than okay. That's borderline tolerable. I started throwing down, where are they? Cathedrals everywhere. I could really get that conversion strength up. But I don't think there's anywhere that particularly needs it. Liveland, perhaps? I mean, is it really worth me throwing one down there? I'd have to get rid of something else. Like the shipyard that does nothing for us. But it'll get done eventually. Don't think we have to worry about it at all. War galleon, merchantman. Do the Scots have any other? No, no other navies. Fair enough. Yeah, destroy the pathetic level 2 fort in Lothian, and the Highland one really doesn't offer us anything either. Except it is Highland and a pain to siege down. Ah, we'll keep it there. But we'll get our troops back. Or... yeah, we'll keep them. How's your income looking now, Jake? 78. Not too shabby. Part of that is the war reparations, but that's a-okay. And who this time? The clergy wanting control of us. Oh, well, if somewhere has high tax, I'll happily give it to the clergy. At least relatively high tax. Munster, surprisingly high on many things there. Here we go. Seems a bit of a waste to give it to the clergy when it's not going to help us with the local missionary strength. I already gave Liveland away. Anywhere else that's pig to convert? Warsaw. Ah, but that cloth, man. Probably better in the merchant guild's hands. They're pretty angry with me as it is. There you go. Have some clergy, you greedy beggars. So much to convert though. This is getting pretty daft without religious ideas. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. And let's say it takes 2 years to do each of them. Many will take more. That's a long ass time to get all this done. We're not done grabbing land. I might end up having to go religious ideas. We'll see. We're almost at admin tech 22 there. Just take them, Jake. And that's my kind of thinking. Oh well. Let's get this place nice and polished off. Country's looking good. Lots of things look really good. Will look a lot better if England wasn't really here, so we'll make those claims and get ready to destroy them. And now that everyone's at peace, I can finally say they're not gonna give it to me. Saxony and their bloody Ottoman alliance, causing me no shortage of grief, but that's alright. We'll be a-okay. And we'll be a-okay the next time we get this going. This has been Ideas Guy. We're finally strong enough to wreak some havoc. And I do want to start mashing some heads against the wall, and I will be getting the achievements, even if it does end up starting to feel a bit of a super blobbing going on. You know, this is blobbing that we have well and truly earned. So I'm going to take it for the ride that it is deserving there. We'll get the for Odin and the Ideas Guy achievement. But for now, it's wearing on. It's getting pretty late. I will be back again. Well, actually, I have to stream tomorrow. It's roguelike night after all, but I am itching to do some more American trucking. So you can count on me being back for that as well. Still plenty of streams to come this week. I'm sure you can find something better to do with your time, though. But for me, and for tonight, good night.